Hello. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. So today we are about the latter Shatavaha. Yesterday we are discussed about Vahana dynasty and their contribution to the Telangana people, and they are the first southern empire, and the Gautami Putra Shatakarni, who was the great ruler in Shatavahana dynasty. So he expanded his kingdom south to north and east west. Both of oceans are he touched through the conquests.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, is this history of modern world 1500 to 1940, 1964 CE?
No, this is history and culture of Telangana. History of Telangana.
History of Telangana. Okay, sir.
Not a world history. Isn't it? Okay. So today we are discussing about the latter Shatavahana period. So yesterday we are concluded that the last third Pulamavi was defeated by the Kanchi Pallavas. Then after the Shatavahana dynasty was declined, the half of their decline on the basic of Shatavahana Archeos, the feudatories of Shatavahanas are like Ikshvakus and Vishnukundin, Vakataka, and Rashtrakutas. So these people worked under the Shatavahana dynasty. That's why we are discussing about them. They are fulfill the gap between the Shatavahanas to Chalukyas. So here Shatavahanas were the conquested totally South India, and they are expanded that Telangana culture throughout the South India. Afterwards, the decline of Shatavahanas, their feudatories like Ikshvakus are established a new dynasty at Sri Parvata. Sri Parvata is nothing but Nagarjuna Kondattu and Srisailam, which are located like Nallamala forest and Nallamala hills. So we are find out about the history of the small dynasties or who are filled the gap between Shatavahanas and Chalukyas. So these Ikshvakus are ruled between the 220 AD to 973 AD. So those are ruled approximately 550 years in Telangana region. So many dynasties are ruled here, just like until now we are discussed Shalankayanas, Anandagotrikas, Vishnukundins, and Chalukyans, Rashtrakutas, Vakatakas, and Kadambas. So these dynasties, small dynasties, are raised after the decline of Shatavahana dynasty. So here, the only particularly the Telangana region was ruled by the Ikshvakus. So we are having the much of sources for the history of Ikshvakus. So Ikshvakus were they are Puranic, they are upheld, they are adapted the Puranic stories like they are descendants of the Sri Rama and Lakshmana. So that's why they are Sri Parvatiyas. Those are called also Sri Parvatiyas. So these fellows are Ikshvakus are after the we are evidenced so many evidences located in Nagarjuna Konda, and presently these Ikshvakus dynasty capital city named as Vijayapuri. The Vijayapuri is under the Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. So it is destroyed through the project. So in spite of that, we are find out that archaeos from the archaeological department and the literary sources we are and we are find out the so many kinds. The numismaticians are explained about these history and culture of Ikshvakus. So these were those are these Ikshvakus were established the dynasty at Sri Shantamula at 220 AD. Sri Shantamula, founder of this dynasty. So the last, you know very well, yesterday we are discussed the third Pulamavi week in Shatavahana dynasty. That's why the people, those who are ruled as a feudatories of Shatavahanas, they are got independence from Shatavahana dynasty. That's why the people were the Ikshvakus were so many feudatories are got independence. Among them, the Ikshvakus also got the independence. They are scattered throughout their territory from Krishna. Nowadays, we are called the Krishna Guntur and annexed that Nalgonda, Khammam, Mahbub Nagar in Telangana region. So the Vijaypuri, which was under the Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, Vijaypuri was the capital city of their Ikshvakus, and the very good educational institution was the Nagarjuna Konda during the ancient period after the decline of Ikshvakus. They are developed by the that is developed by the Ikshvaku dynasty and Ikshvaku rulers. So these origin of Ikshvakus were not known particularly. They are called as Sri Parvatiyas and Andhra Brutyas are the servants of Andhras and Mahasenapatis. So, which is mean of the servants of Andhras are Mahasenapatis. So this means those are served to the Shatavahana rulers. That's why those are under the worked under the Shatavahana rulers. That's why they are called as Andhra Bhrityos or
సార్ సార్ ఫిఫ్త్ సెమ్ ఎప్పుడు ఉంటుంది సార్?
I don't know, yaar. You can visit the website.
పోస్ట్ పోన్ అవుతుందంట కానీ
Maybe chances.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay, the Shatavahanas are did their duties under the did their duties on the Ikshvakus. The Ikshvakus were worked as a Mahasenapatis. So at from the beginning of Nagarjuna Konda to Srisailam, among the all the ranges of Nallamala hills were called Sri Parvatiyas. So many Vedic and Jain, as well as the Buddhist literature explained about that the Ikshvakus were Sri Parvatiyas. So the inscriptions of Ikshvakus were found at Nagarjuna Konda, and the literary sources like the Maharajaniyu. So that is also mentioned the Ikshvakus dynasty. So they are descendants of Sri Rama. That's why they are Ikshu. They are devoted the symbol of Ikshu. That's why they are called Ikshvakus. So, according to the BSL Hanumantarao, so he delivered like that they are devoted people to the Ikshu symbol. So these fellows are ruled. We are find out so many are there, but we are known through the inscriptions. There is no evidences of many of the rulers. We are evidenced just 4 rulers. Those are like the Pallava and Ikshvaku conquests are explained by the Maidavolu inscription and Manchikallu inscription. So, according to them, the Ikshvaku dynasty was ruled the 4 members. Those are Vasishtha Putra Shantamula. Number 1, Vasishtha Putra Shantamula. He ruled just 13 years. He was the original founder of the dynasty. He started the dynasty as a Ikshvaku dynasty 220 AD to 233 AD. He was ruled, and Madari. The second one is Madari Putra Veera Purusha Datta. Madari Putra Veera Purusha Datta. He is greatly ruled 2 decades from 233 to 253. The third ruler of Ikshvakus was Yahuwala Shantamula. He was ruled approximately 24 years from 253 to 277. And the fourth one is Rudra Purushadatta. He ruled from 283 to 301. So approximately these 4 members are ruled approximately almost all 76 years. They are filled and they are ruled the Telangana region, the capital city of Vijayapuri, which is located on under the Nagarjuna Konda. So Shantamuludu Ikshvak founder. So he was ruled about 13 years, and he extended his kingdom of from the north to south, and north to south to west. So just he established the dynasty like triangular. So these inscriptions like Panigiri inscription at Nalgonda district nearest to the Suryapeta. So the inscription was Rudra Purusha Datta was ruled approximately 18 years. So of course they are rulers are there very short tenure. They are exaggerated their dynasty, and they enlightened the dynasty in socio-economic and political departments. Those are enlightened, and the Ikshvaku dynasty was divided into so many Pugiya and Chalukya and other Mahasenapatis. So the first one is who was Vasishtha Putra Shantamula was ruled Hiranyaka, Pugiya, the tribes. Pugiya, Hiranyakas are defeated by him. And the fourth Pulomavi of Satavahana, he got independence from fourth Pulomavi, and the coastal Andhra also annexed to the Ikshvaku dynasty. Shantamula, he was the independent ruler, the witnessed the Ashwamedha and Rajasuya, Vajapeya and Agnihotra. So these yagas were conducted by the Sri Shantamula, and the emperor, only the emperor were did these type of yagas. Only the emperors were, the independent emperors were conducted like this yagas. So he did that yagas, all the yagas, Agni Soma,
టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది సార్?
Raj,
టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది సార్?
క్లాస్ లో ఇవేందే అశ్వమేధ, రాజసూయ, వాజపేయ and the Agni Soma. These all the yagnas are the yagas are conducted by these Shantamula. That's why he was the independent ruler. So he named the excavations of Nagarjunakonda. His name was the Maharaja, or the Maharaja was scripted on the inscription. That's why he was a Maharaja. So who was the independent ruler in Ikshvaka dynasty. So he held the matrimonial relations. He allied the matrimonial relations with the Pugiyas and the rich people and rich families. So his sister Shantistri was given to the Mahatalavari Skandastri, and his daughter, and Shantamula's daughter Adavi Shantistri. His daughter Adavi Shantistri also given to the Skanda Vishaka Naga. So these type of matrimonial relations did by the Shantamula, as well as the Ujjaini daughter of Rudra Bhattarika, so given to the Sri Veera Purushadatta, who was the son of the Sri Shantamula. So he was devoted about the Ujjaini Kartikeyuni. He devotee of Ujjaini Kartikeya. So that's why he was built in Nagarjunakonda so many Shaivist temples. So his of course his both sisters are adopted the Buddhism in spite of his Vedic religion. So after his death, his son Madari Putra Sriveera Purushadatta was ruled approximately 20 years from 233 AD to 253 AD. Sriveera Purushadatta was son of Shantamula. His inscriptions are found at Nagarjunakonda, Jaggayapeta, and Uppugunduru and Alluru. So according to these inscriptions, so he was the great among the Ikshvaku rulers. So in contemporary relations, the contemporary matrimonial relations are supported to him. He was ruled as a stable kingdom at Nagarjunakonda. So the inscriptions of Nagarjunakonda given the information about him, the matrimonial relations. Approximately he had the 5 wives. He had the 5 wives. So his auntie, step auntie, Harmia's 3 daughters are Bapistri and Sastistri were married him, and the another 2 were the the paternal auntie daughter Shantistri, also his wife, and Chastamani, the Chastamani dynasty, and the Kshatrapa Shaka's daughter also given his daughter to the Srivira Purushadatta. So his son also married the Shaka Rudra Bhattarika. So like this, the matrimonial relations were held the good opportunity to the expansion of Ikshvaku dynasty. That's why he was a great ruler among the Ikshvaku dynasty. After the matrimonial relations, so he also foresighted on western part of India, that is Kuntala Desha. The Kuntala Desha, the Vishnu Rudra, Shiva Alananda. So he was head Banavasi. So he also given his daughter to him, and the regional year of 11th, the Kodabali Sri laid the inscription about his matrimonial relations. So he was adopted the Vedic religion, from his father, but after he taken the Buddhism by the provoking of his paternal aunties. So he adopted the Buddhism, and he taken the Buddhism as a movement. That's why he expanded that Buddhism in Nagarjuna Konda and the another around the territories of Nagarjuna Konda. So he skipped the Vedic religion, and Shivalinga was forced through his foot. That is the symbol of he denied the Vedic religion. So his the Sramanas also, he was sacrificed so many wealth, much of wealth to the Brahmins and Sramanas, and another poorest of the poor people. So in the 18th regional year of the Srivira Purushadatta, so he also laid the inscriptions at the time of his reign, the Shanti Sri, the queen of him. So she is also laid the inscription about Buddhism. So the Srivira Purushadatta, or Sri Madari Putra Veera Purushadatta, he was held the matrimonial relations around the his dynasty, and behalf of that matrimonial relations, he was expanded his kingdom, and he established the peace in his empire. So the inscriptions like the Nagarjuna Konda inscription, and the Jagayapeta inscription, so Uppugunturu inscription, and Alluru inscription, those are explained about his territories, and explained about his reign, explained about the socio-economic conditions of his dynasty. After his death, he succeeded his son Yehuvala Shantamula. Yehuvala Shantamula. He was ascended the throne at the time of 253 AD after the Christ. So he called as the second Shantamula. The Shantamula who was the founder of the Ikshvaka dynasty. So his grandfather name as accorded his name as second Shantamula, and he was the Vasistha Bhattideva Sirivira Purushadatta, son of Vasistha Bhattideva and Sirivira Purushadatta. So the Ikshvakus are laid the foundation for the use the ancestral names. So afterwards, they are the tradition. The tradition was followed by the Guptas, Vakatakas, and Pallavas, Vishnukundins, and Rashtrakutas, as well as the Shalankayanas. So these people followed the Ikshvaku rulers' tradition, and his inscriptions also found at Nagarjunakonda. So the 11th regional year of the second Shantamula, he was did the very important battle at Elisri. So Elisri was a great the chieftain of his soldiers. He was established a town that is named as Eleshwaram, or behalf of his name. So at the place of Eleshwaram, he built the temple also, Sarveshwara temple. Eleshwara, he constructed the town that is named as Eleshwara. Who is the Elisri here? The Elisri was the chieftain of Yehovala Shantamula, or the second Shantamula. So he was constructed a temple at Eleshwaram or Eleshwaram. So the temple was named as the Sarveshwara temple. So he was the first ruler of adopted the Vedic religion. The second ruler adopted the Buddhist religion, and the third one also adopted the again the Vedic religion. So the Shantamula replaced the official language from Prakrit to Sanskrit. So Sanskrit was became a official language of among the dynasties from the Yehovala Shantamula. So afterwards, they are adopted the Mahasena, the devotee of Mahasena. So he constructed the temples at Nagarjunakonda, the Kartikeya temple, and Pushpa Bhadraswamy temple, and Nodi Girishwara temple, and Devi temple. So these temples are constructed by Yehovala Shantamula. He is named as the second Shantamula. So second Shantamula ruled approximately 18 years. So he was founded the Kartikeya temple, Pushpabhadra Swami temple, the Nodi Girishwara temple, and Devi temple. So among the last ruler among the Ikshvaku dynasty was the great ruler Rudra Purushadatta. So he was succeeded his father, second Shantamula. At 283 to 301, he was ruled, and from Telangana to coastal Andhra. Found Gurazala, which is located in nowadays, which is located in Guntur district and Nalgonda district of Nagarjunakonda and Panigiri. So many coins are founded in these regions. So the coins, upon that coins scripted with the Prakrit script. So and some of them the Sanskrit script. So the coins are explained about the history of Sri Rudra Purushadatta. So the Ikshvaku dynasty, the last ruler of Ikshvaku dynasty was Rudrapurushadatta. After the Rudrapurushadatta, it was declined the Ikshvaku dynasty. So his fourth year, Noduka Sri, so who was his chieftain, he sacrificed the Halampura Swami temple, and he given the much of land to the temple. So according to his the Nagulapuram inscription at Gunturu district, so it is explained about the decline of Ikshvaku dynasty. So later Shatavahanas, this is the chapter of fourth chapter. The page number is 42. So after the Sirivira Purushadatta, the so many are after the Rudra Purushadatta, the second Veera Purushadatta succeeded his son, his father. So when he was his father was young, so he is died, and the Pallavas from the southern part of India, the capital city of Kanchi, ruled by the Pallavas. So the Pallavas were expanded their kingdom from Kanchi to the north of South India. So that's why the Pallavas are attacked, conquered on Ikshvaku dynasty. That's why the Ikshvaku dynasty was sequentially collapsed. So the Pallava Simhavarma inscription found at Gunturu district, Manchikallu. So the Manchikallu inscription was the compared the similar to the Ikshvaku inscriptions. That's why so many historians are expected about the Ikshvaku dynasty was declined behalf of the attacks of Pallavas. So that's why the Pallavas were occupied, expanded the southern part of India, and they are occupied the Rayalaseema, Telangana, and Andhra, southern Andhra regions. So that's why the Ikshvaka dynasty was declined. After the decline of Ikshvaka dynasty, on the basic of the basic and the archaeos on Shatavahana, Ikshvaku dynasty archaeos. So the Bruhat Palayanas, Ananda Gotras were got independence. Those who are the feudatories to the Ikshvaku dynasties. So afterwards, we are going to know about the Vakatakas. So the Vakatakas also played the vital role in the Telangana region after the decline of Ikshvaku dynasty. So the Vakatakas and Vishnukundins, so they are contemporary dynasties ruled. Sometimes they are expanded in Telangana by one. So at the third century AD, so the Vakatakas are occupied the Deccan. So they are after the decline of the large empire of Satavahana dynasty, they are also at the nearest place of Nasik. They are called as Aviras. So the eastern Birar, they are located the Vakatakas. They are got independence on eastern Bihar and the Nasik region. So the Vakatakas are as a feudatories to the Shatavahanas. They are got independence after the decline of Ikshvakus. So they are held the matrimonial relations with the Shekas and Guptas and Nagas and the Vishnukundins. So they are expanded their kingdom from the Gupta Empire to the South Vishnukundin Empire, and they are occupied the so many places, the middle part of India, like the Chhattisgarh and Malwa, Gujarat, Bundelkhand, and the south of Tungabhadra. So they are expanded their kingdom. The erstwhile Nanded Aurangabad districts also annexed the Vakataka dynasty, and the Telangana and Adilabad, Karimnagar, Nizamabad, these districts, erstwhile districts also annexed into the Vakataka. So these Vakatakas are centralized mainly the Vidarbha and Bundelkhand region. So the early Vakataka inscriptions are denote us about the Purika Pattanam and Chanaka. So those are the main capital cities of early Vakataka kings. So afterwards they are went to the nearest to the Varta river and Varta place. So they are centralized, constructed the capital city as Paunar. Paunar. It is named as Pravarapura. Pravarapura was the capital city of Vakatakas. After Vakatakas, so the early Vakatakas were the Purika or Chanaka is early Vakataka capital city. After they are constructed, formed a new capital city as Paunar or Pravarapura. At the time of 250 AD, those are established a peace and stability in middle part of India. They are patronized the education and art and architecture. So the political evolution of the Vakatakas is, so those fellows are until we are discussed, these fellows are concentrated among the middle part of Indian mountains. The middle part of Indian mountains were called the Vindhya mountains. So that's why these people were belongs to that region, those named as the Vindhya Shakti. Those people are named as Vindhya Shakti. So there is no particular evidence for them, but some inscriptions are denoted as about the Vindhya Shakti, who was the founder of the Vakataka dynasty at 250 AD. So he ruled middle part of India on Vindhyan mountains approximately 20 years he was ruled. So his feudatories like Satavahanas from Nagapur, Birar. So those are feudatories to the Satavahanas. They are centralized at the time of Satavahanas. They are ruled Nagapur and Birar. So the Ajanta caves also explained about the Vakataka rule. So Vindhya was, they are ruled the Vindhyan mountains. That's why they are called as Vindhya Shakti. So after the death of Vindhya Shakti, his son Pravarasena ascended the throne at 270 AD to 330 AD. He was ruled. He was real founder of the Vakataka dynasty, and he expanded his kingdom at the time of 270 to 330. So in his kingdom, so many main towns, main princely states were annexed to his empire, like the northern Maharashtra and Birar and Madhya Pradesh and the south Kosala and the Telangana. So those are annexed. He was a follower of Vedic religion. He was did the yagas like Vajapeya, Atiratra, Ashtostama, just like that Ashwamedh, 4 times he did the yagas. He was the rituals of yaga at the time of rituals of yagas. So he sacrificed much of land to the Brahmins and much of wealth to the Brahmins. He was sacrificed, and his sons also divided his kingdom as 2 parts. So the 2 parts were the Vakataka dynasty was at the time of the Pravarasena. So it is divided into 2 parts. The 2 parts were like the Nandi Vardhana branch, and another one is Vatsa Gulma branch. So the Nandivardhana branch were established a Pravarapura, which is the built by the Pravarasena. So Pravarasena, the grandson of Gautama. So the first Rudrasena was ascended the throne from Nandivardhana branch. He ruled from 330 to 355. So he concentrated his capital city at Nagpur in Maharashtra. So the Nagpur, he was approximately ruled 25 years. He held the matrimonial relations, allied with the matrimonial relations with Guptas. So the Guptas were given their daughter to the Vakataka kings. So the Prithvi Sena, the first Prithvi Sena, 356 to 380, he was ruled the Nandivardhana branch. So the second Chandragupta was given his daughter Rudrasena, and the Kshatrapa, he defeated the Kshatrapas or Shekas along with the support of Gupta kings. So after the after the matrimonial relations, they are becoming a mighty rulers in middle part of India. So the Prabhavati Gupta also married the second Rudrasena. The Prithvi Sena, the capital city of Nagpur, transferred the capital city Nagpur to the Nandivardhana. So that's why those are called Nandivardhana branch. So he was a devotee of Lord Shiva, or nothing but Maheshwara. So that's why he established so many temples. So he allied with the Guptas, and he ruled at 480 AD. After it was went to Vatsa Gulma, it was annexed. So in Vakataka is named as Vatsa Gulma. This Vatsa branch was founded by Sarvasena at 330 AD. So here you can find here you can understand here Vakataka rulers. The Vakataka dynasty was founded by Vindhya Shakti. When Vindhya Shakti was died, succeeded his son as Pravarasena. Pravarasena had 2 sons. The kingdom was divided into 2 parts. One is the Nandivardhana, capital city of Nandivardhana or Nagpur. This branch is called Nandivardhana branch. And the another branch is called behalf of Sarvasena. So this branch was called Vatsa Gulma. Vatsa Gulma. So both are divided at the time of 330 AD. So in these Vatsa Gulma branch, Sarvasena was founder of this Vatsa Gulma branch. So he was the brother of Pravarasena, and that he was until the 393. So, so many kinds are available for their Vatsagulma dynasty. So, the copper plates were released by them. Ajanta caves were explained about Vatsagulma branch. So, the Vidarbha and Birar, the regions also annexed the Vatsagulma branch. So, the Akola and Basim, the Akola or Basim, these both villages are capital city of Vatsagulma branch. The Basim, the place is named as Basim village, transformed into a town. The town is called Vatsagulma town. So that's why the Vatsagulma town, capital city of the Vakatakas. That's why the Vakataka Sarvasena branch was called Vatsagulma branch in Vakataka dynasty. So after the Sarvasena, his son succeeded, named as Vindhyasena. So Vindhyasena ascended the throne at the time of 355 AD to 400. He was approximately ruled 45 years. So he was a great ruler after the Sarvasena. After his death, his son, the second Pravarasena, followed the regional years 400 to 450. Those are ruled. So the second Pravarasena ruled the Vakataka dynasty by Vatsagulma branch. After his death, succeeded his son Devasena. He ruled from 450 to 475 years between his ruled. He was ruled, and his administration. During his administration, he had a very mighty minister called as Swamila Deva. The Devasena have a mighty ruler. So the minister of Hastibhoja in his administration. So his son Swamila Deva built the Sudarshana Tataka at Basim. So Basim is nothing but Vatsagulma. So Basim, before the establishment of as a capital city, Basim was a village transformed into town as a capital city. The Basim village transformed into a capital city. That capital city was called Vatsagulma. So the Vatsagulma or the Basim, at the Basim, the Swamila Deva, who was the under the minister of Devasena, he constructed the what a lake or a Tataka, a lake as a Sudarshana. So it is a very grateful contribution. It is given the question in so many competitive examinations. That's why you must remember about that Swamila Deva built that Sudarshana Tataka at Basim nothing but Vatsagulma. So after Devasena, his son Harisena ruled between 475 to 500 AD. In these 25 years, so he was ruled greatly. That's why he was only the great ruler among the Vakataka dynasty. So after his ascended the throne, the name and the greatness of the dynasty going to the peak stage. So he was laid so many inscriptions at Ajanta caves. So he was conquered on Gurjaras at Gujarat and Malavas and the southern Kosala and the Chhattisgarh, Kalinga, Ashmaka, Kuntala, and these states are defeated by him. Those are annexed to to the dynasty of Vakataka. In spite of that, those are feudatories to the Harisena. So he was only the great ruler of Vakataka dynasty. So he was not annexed their kingdoms. So he given the independence to them, but he collected the feudatory tax from them. So they are accepted his suzerainty. According to the his son Varahadeva was position for the 16th cave of Ajanta. So it is only main source of to know the Vatsagulma branch. So after Harisena, the Vakataka kingdom was declined sequentially. So afterwards, one or two members are ruled, but lack of sources. That's why we don't know about that history of the latter Harisena, the latter Vakataka rulers. So the Asaka, nothing but Ashmaka. It is located between the Karimnagar, Adilabad, Nizamabad districts. So it is called Asaka or Ashmaka kingdom. So and the Asaka kingdom was ruled the feudatories of Vakatakas named as Vishnu Kundins. The named as Vishnu Kundins. The Vishnu Kundins are feudatories to the Vakatakas. Those are expanded their feudatory kingdom at Karimnagar, Adilabad, and Nizamabad districts. They are concentrated. After the decline of Vakatakas, they are got independence. So then the Vakatakas are declined at the time of the establishment of Vishnu Kundina dynasty. So so many inscriptions of Vishnu Kundins. So Govinda Varma, who was founder of the Vishnu Kundina dynasty, he got independence from the Vakatakas. So he expanded his kingdom from Maharashtra Kala. The Vakataka state, Vakataka empire was spread over as the feudatories of Vakatakas got independence as the Kala Churis and Vishnu Kundins and Ananda Gotrikas. So and Kuntalas, those are all got the independence after the decline of Vakatakas. Mainly the Telangana was concentrated, the northern Telangana was concentrated at three districts like until we discussed the Asaka state. The Asaka state was got independence as through the Vishnu Kundin dynasties. So the Vishnu Kundins are contributed for Telangana in socio-economic and religion and language and literature. They are given the so much of contribution to the Telangana people. That's why they are laid the foundation at the Krishna River Basin. So they are started their dynasty, Godavari River Basin. They are started their dynasty and expanded it in northern Narmada River. Northern Narmada River, and they expanded the Vishnu Kundin dynasty from the oceans like the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea and that Indus Ocean. But the Indus Ocean was not occupied by them. But they are went to at Tanjavur, the Bay of ending of the Bay of Bengal. They are went to Tanjavur. So the so many inscriptions explained about their capital cities are like Amarapuram, Indrapalanagaram, Denduluru. These three capital cities are different from different locations in the territories of Telangana. So the Amarapuram, which is located now at erstwhile Mahbubnagar district as Amrabad. So the second one is Indrapala Nagara, which is located in Nalgonda district as the nearest to the Valigonda Tummanagudem. Tummalagudem. And the Denduluru, which is the located at West Godavari district, the village of Pedavegi. So they are scattered they are transferred their capital city in 3 times. So that's why they are established firstly they are established the capital city at the Amrabad, and another one is Indrapala Nagaram, nothing but Tummalagudem, and the another one is the West Godavari district, the village of Pedavegi. So it is located at Denduluru. So these inscriptions are take up through the inscriptions like so many inscriptions, copper plates were excavated by the archaeologists. So many inscriptions are approximately the 13 inscriptions are found at the place of throughout the Vishnukundina dynasty. So the Tummalagudem copper plates are found at Valigonda, nearest to the Nalgonda district, and the inscription found at Chaitanyapuri, which is located nearest to the Hyderabad town, and the Kisaragutta rock edict. The Kisaragutta rock edict located at erstwhile Rangareddy district, and the Saleshwaram rock edict at Amrabad, and the Velpuru rock edict at Sattanapalli at Guntur district, and the copper plate of Ipuru at Tenali, and the Ramatirtham copper plate found at Vishakhapattanam, and the Chikkulla copper plate found at Tuni of East Godavari district, and the Tundi copper plate at East Godavari, the Palamuru copper plate at the East Godavari district, and the Khanapur copper plate at Satara of Maharashtra, Satara district of Maharashtra. According to above the inscriptions and copper plates as well as rock edicts, so the very good evidence for the knowing of Vishnukundina dynasty. So of course another sources also having much of given the much of information through the coins and monuments and fortress and the towns and the caves. So so many tools also excavated by the archaeologists. So according to them, the literate sources also found at the Janashraya Chando Vichitti, which is at the time during the Vishnukundina dynasty, which is written by Vishnukundina dynasty. So at 355 AD, the decline of Ikshvaka dynasty, the both sides of Krishna River at Andhra Pradesh, the Ikshvakus were ruled, but these behalf of the basics of Vishnukundina dynasty, was established on the between the Krishna and Godavari Doab. So those are the confused among the Vishnukundina rulers. That's why the inscriptions are made as a they are announced as that script is named as Indra Varma and Madhava Varma. So Indravarma and Madhavavarmas are the 3 Indravarmas are there, and the 4 Madhavavarmas are there in Vishnukundina dynasty. That's why the historians are confused about that history of Vishnukundins, which is sequentially constructed that history. In spite of that, however, the Vishnukundina dynasty sequentially hardly the historians are found like this. The first Indravarma was independent. His son Madhavavarma and Govindavarma, the Devavarma, Mudo Madhavarma and Vikramendra Varma, Rendo Indra Bhattaraka Varma, Rendo Vikramendra Varma. So just like these Vikramendra Varma, Madhava Varmas are so many names, just like 3 or more. So the firstly, the 2 members are expanded their kingdom from Mahbubnagar, Nalgonda. Afterwards, they are went to the northern part of they are begin from South Telangana to North Telangana. The Govinda Varma expanded the Vishnukundina dynasty from Sri Parvata to the 4 sides of the dynasty, 4 sides of the Sri Parvatas. So this is the history of the latter Shatavahana dynasties. So we will meet again. Thank you, one and all.